Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pure Speak English. I'm Ben.
And I'm Crystal. We're so happy you're here with us today.
You know, Crystal, before we start, I just want to say something to everyone listening. If you're feeling nervous about speaking English at work, or if you ever struggle to explain what you do, you are not alone.
Not at all. We've all been there, Ben. I remember my first job interview in English. I couldn't even describe my daily tasks properly. I just kept saying, I do things. I work with people.
That's actually really honest, though.
It was honest, but it wasn't clear, and that made me feel so small. I felt like I wasn't good enough.
But you were good enough, Crystal. You just didn't have the words yet.
Exactly, and that's why we're here today, to give you those words, to help you feel confident when someone asks, so, what do you do?
Because that question, it's so simple, but it can feel so big.
So big. And today, we're going to make it feel small again. We're going to help you talk about your job, your office, your responsibilities, all of it, in simple, natural, beautiful English.
And we're going to do it slowly, with warmth, with patience, just like always.
So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin.
So, Crystal, let me ask you, what do you do?
Smiles. I'm a podcast host and an English teacher. I help people feel comfortable speaking English, especially in everyday situations like work, travel, or meeting new people.
That's a beautiful answer. Clear, confident. But I'm guessing it didn't always sound like that.
Laughs. Oh no, not at all. When I first started teaching, someone asked me that question at a party, and I said, I teach English, to people who need it?
That's not wrong, though.
No, but it's not strong either. It doesn't show confidence. It doesn't show clarity. And in English, especially at work, clarity is everything.
You're absolutely right. And I think a lot of people feel this pressure to sound perfect. But really, you just need to sound clear.
Yes, clear is better than perfect.
So let's start with the basics. How do you actually answer the question, what do you do?
Great question, Ben. The simplest structure is this. I'm a, or I work as a, and then you add your job title.
For example,
I'm a teacher. I work as a nurse. I'm a software developer.
nice, short, simple. But what if someone wants more details?
Then you can add I help or I'm responsible for. Like this. I'm a teacher. I help students improve their English skills. I work as a nurse. I'm responsible for taking care of patients in the emergency room.
I love that. It's clear, but it's also warm. It shows you care about your work.
Exactly. And that's what people want to hear. They want to feel your connection to your job.
So let me try. I'm a podcast host. I help people feel relaxed while learning English.
Perfect, Ben. That's clear, confident, and kind. You just described your job beautifully.
Thanks. But what if your job is more complicated? Like, what if you do many things?
Then you just pick the main thing. You don't need to explain everything. Just focus on what you do most.
That's a relief, because I think a lot of learners try to say too much and then they get confused.
Yes, keep it simple. 1 sentence, 2 sentences. That's enough.
Now let's talk about the office, because a lot of people work in offices and they need to describe their workspace in English.
Right. So, Ben, tell me, what does your office look like?
Well, I work from home, so my office is actually just a small room. I have a desk, a comfortable chair, a laptop, and a microphone for recording.
That sounds cozy.
It is. But I know a lot of people work in big offices with many coworkers, so let's talk about that.
Sure. So let's say you work in a traditional office. You might say, I work in an office downtown. I share an office with 3 other people. I have my own desk near the window.
Nice. And what about the things in your office, the everyday objects?
Good question. Let me give you some common words. Desk, where you work. Chair, where you sit. Computer or laptop, what you use for work. Printer, for printing documents. Filing cabinet, where you keep papers. Whiteboard, for writing notes or ideas.
Those are super useful, and I think it's important to say that you don't need to memorize all of these right now. Just learn the ones you actually use.
Yes, if you don't have a whiteboard, don't worry about that word. Focus on your office, your life.
Exactly. Make it personal.
Now, let's talk about something really important, your responsibilities.
Oh, this is a big one. Because at work, people will ask, what are your responsibilities? Or what do you do every day?
Right, and this can feel scary, but it's actually easy if you use simple phrases.
Like what?
Here are some great ones. I'm responsible for, I handle, I manage, I take care of, I work on.
Can you give examples?
Of course. I'm responsible for answering customer emails. I handle the company's social media accounts. I manage a team of 5 people. I take care of scheduling meetings. I work on designing websites.
I love how clear those are. You can really picture the job.
Yes, and notice we're using the present simple tense. I manage, I handle, I work on, because these are regular, repeated actions.
Right. Not, I managed or I will handle. Just simple present.
Exactly. That's the key.
And what if someone has a really complex job, like a doctor or an engineer?
Then you just break it down. Focus on the main tasks. For example, I'm a doctor. I'm responsible for diagnosing patients and creating treatment plans. I'm an engineer. I work on designing bridges and making sure they're safe.
That's so much easier than trying to explain every little detail.
Yes, remember, simple is strong.
You know, Crystal, I think one of the hardest things for learners is talking about their feelings about their job.
Oh, absolutely. Because it's one thing to describe your tasks, but it's another thing to say, I love my job, or I find my work stressful.
Right. So how do we do that?
Well, let's start with positive feelings. You can say, I enjoy my job. I find my work rewarding. I love working with my team. I feel proud of what I do.
Those are really nice. They show emotion.
Yes, and now let's talk about challenges, because not every day is easy. You can say, sometimes my job is stressful. I find it challenging to meet deadlines. I feel tired at the end of the day. It can be difficult to balance work and life.
I think it's really important to be honest about that because work is hard sometimes.
It is, and it's okay to say that. It doesn't mean you're negative. It just means you're human.
Exactly.
All right, Ben, I think it's time for my favorite part of the show,
What's that?
Crystal's vocabulary breakdown.
I love this part.
So in this section, I'm going to take some of the words we've used today and break them down. I'll explain them clearly with examples so you can use them confidently.
Let's do it.
Word 1, responsibilities. This is a B2 level word, but it's super useful. Responsibilities means the tasks or duties you must do, the things you are responsible for. Example, my responsibilities include answering emails and organizing meetings. Word 2, handle. This means to manage or take care of something. Example, I handle customer complaints. That means I take care of them. I manage them. Word 3, rewarding. This is a beautiful word. It means something that makes you feel good, something that gives you satisfaction. Example, teaching is really rewarding because I see my students improve. Word 4, challenging. This means difficult, but in a way that helps you grow. Example, my job is challenging, but I learn something new every day. Word 5, deadline. A deadline is the time by which you must finish something. Example, I have a deadline on Friday, so I need to finish this project by then. Word 6, balance. To balance means to keep two things equal. At work, we often talk about work-life balance. Example, it's hard to balance my job and my family time. Word 7, coworker. A coworker is someone you work with, a colleague. Example, my coworkers are very friendly and helpful.
That was fantastic, Crystal. I feel like I just learned so much.
I'm so glad, Ben. And remember, everyone listening, you don't need to memorize all of these today. Just pick 1 or 2. Use them this week, and slowly they'll become natural.
You know, Crystal, I want to take a moment and speak directly to our listeners.
Please do.
If you're listening to this right now and you're feeling nervous about speaking English at work, I just want you to know something.
What's that?
You're already doing it. You're already learning. You're already growing. And that is so brave.
It really is.
Because learning a language is not easy. And using it at work, that takes courage.
So much courage.
But you're here. You're listening. You're trying. And that means you're moving forward.
And every small step matters. Every new word, every sentence you practice, it all adds up.
So don't be hard on yourself. Don't expect perfection. Just keep going.
Yes, just keep speaking, keep learning, keep believing in yourself.
All right, Crystal, I think it's time for some reflection questions.
I love this part. These are questions for you, our listener. You don't need to answer out loud. Just think about them quietly.
Here's the first one. What do you love most about your job?
Take a moment. Think about it. Maybe it's your coworkers. Maybe it's the work itself. Maybe it's the feeling you get when you finish a project.
Next question. What is one thing you find challenging at work?
And that's okay. It's okay to have challenges. The important thing is to recognize them.
And finally, what is one English word or phrase you want to practice this week?
Choose just one. Write it down. Use it. Make it yours.
All right, everyone. Before we finish, we have a small challenge for you.
Yes, this week we want you to do one thing.
Introduce yourself to someone in English. It can be a coworker, a classmate,